Hey everybody, this is Tony.
And this is Paul. We're coming at you from the Friends for Life podcast, where we discuss the ongoing lives and issues of people with developmental disabilities to spark positive change in the field.
And we have a lot of fun doing it.
Friends for Life Residential Care, specializing in support for individuals with developmental disabilities, offers services like adult day support and home health care. Emphasizing empowerment and quality of life, we live by the motto, "My ability is stronger than my disability." We are currently hiring, welcoming those passionate about making a difference. Learn more and explore career opportunities at friendsforliferc.com.
I'm Dr. Craig Escudé, President of Intellectability. State developmental disability agencies, managed care organizations, and providers across the United States use Intellectability's health risk screening tool, e-learn courses, and person-centered training to improve health equity for people with IDD. Visit replacingrisks.com to learn more about how you can employ these tools with people you support.
All right, everybody, welcome back to the Friends for Life podcast. Thanks for tuning back in. Today, I'm talking with Tony here about their new ADS that they're going to be opening soon. So what made you want to open up an ADS?
Oh, man, honestly, the lack of diversity in a lot of them. It's like, and no shade to people, but there's a common ground with me, and I think a lot of people have noticed it, especially if you followed our content for a while, or if you've paid attention to what I do in this field. I like to specialize in something. There are some commonalities that we will do, i.e. maybe cooking, cleaning, stuff like that. But I want each individual that we serve to have their goals set out for them specifically. And it's hard to do that in a cookie cutter project if you're just doing the same old every day.
So for, maybe people who are listening to this and aren't really sure of all the terminology, what is an ADS?
Okay, ADS it stands for Adult Day Services. A lot of people think of it in some terminology in the past, like adult daycare, and it's just a way for individuals who are typically at home all day not to be stagnant in their home settings. This is a place that you can go out into the community, you can see friends, you can involve yourself with quality activities, enrichment activities, and there's other things like vocational services that we also will do, and that is to encourage a person to not only learn new skills, but to get paid for those skills for longevity in the workforce, which, as we've discussed before, was a very, it was a very difficult thing for a lot of people. I am happy to see now, if you go out into the community, you see a lot of individuals providing getting work, but also, quote unquote, providing care to us, essentially, in the workforce. So I'm happy to be a part of that now.
So what is some of the stuff that people can do at ADS when they come to Friends for Life and do that? Yes.
One in particular, we have a lot of people who want to come with us who have artistic skills. And they're so well rounded with it. We also are going to have them training other people on how to hone in on those skills. So one part is going to be specifically for art. We will have not only art segments for you to learn if you're interested, but you can sell your art. And where this is going to be different, I believe, is we're not just going to put it up there for you. Now, if you're saying that you want to sell art, that means that you are slowly becoming an entrepreneur yourself. So we have to work on maybe skills on selling. You know, how can you speak of your art on your art so people understand your art versus just saying, hey, we're going to throw this up on Facebook and say a person did it who has a disability or a handicap and it's going to sell. Like, no, it needs to be a whole lot more intuitive for longevity. I want at some point for our individuals to be able to say, you know what, I want to take this to a gallery now. And you're going to have to sell to that person. It has to be more than just, it was tough for me to learn how to draw. Like, now you sell who you are as a person.
So just another avenue of pushing towards independence, which is what you guys have always been trying to do since day one.
That's right.
So what's the time frame looking like on this?
Well, June 1st is kind of our rollout expectation date. Prior to that, mid-May, we're accepting people in. We're going through the what I would like to call the enrollment process, because the way that we're doing it, like I said, is so going to be person-centered. We have space, but we have limited access to things. So I have to sit down with my team, and my team sits down with the individual, and then we come up with the whole game program. I'm happy to say that I know this will work to a degree that I am investing 100% of everything we make from it to declaring the next step of it. And I'm happy.
Yeah, I mean, it was kind of, I know you had talked about it previously before COVID, and then COVID happened and nobody did anything really in the field because it could hardly find staff. So have you seen things sort of recovered from that point to an extent, or is it still a little?
Yeah, and the irony behind it is the building that we are at, right when COVID happened, we were looking at a place directly across the street from us. Mm-hmm. I mean, it's so amazing how those few years can change the perception, but we didn't know where people's perception of safe and unsafe, how long will we be on shutdown, all of those things. So there was a lot of unknowns in the beginning. And again, I have kind of steered clear of this space because I didn't just want, again, no shade to anybody the way that they're doing it works for them, but I didn't want to just throw some games in a room, some TVs and a computer around and everyone sits around. I wanted it to be structured. I wanted it to be something that when the individual wakes up and gets picked up, they know that they're coming in and this is what's going on today. Those outings and those other things, that can be incorporated. I think that is definitely important for the psyche of a person to be able to do more than just the strenuous work of the day or using your brain to the point in which it becomes blah. And, science proves that, doing things in moderation and through a specific setting will help be a lot more beneficial.
So how many people are you kind of looking to take in? I know you already kind of started the process of enrollment and getting people in the door. Mm-hmm. What are... is there a cap on how many people you can take currently? Or?
Currently, I only want to start with 4 just because I want to see how the project goes. After that, I can see unlimited potential. But 4 is going to be our main focus because if I bite off more than we can chew, I think it's going to make it much more difficult for us to hold to those settings that we asked for. But once we have the prototype per se, put down and we actually see some dedication on both ends between the individuals and the staffing that we provide, then I'll be open to more. In this current location, we will probably go no more than 10 people. But that's also another good thing. We have another space already kind of mapped out for an even larger scenario, which can house up to roughly 20 to 25 people. And I mean, from that point, we're off to the races.
Cool. Well, before we wrap up, is there anything you want people to know, or where they can like reach out to you down the road if they have people that would be a good fit for this? Because you guys are kind of, just going into a new space, but you already kind of have an established group of people that you're working with and stuff. So maybe they're interested, or people that live in Northwest Ohio. Yes.
Well, for right now, I would say definitely if you're interested, you can go to friendsforliferc.com, go into the contact page. You can either email me, you can email Casey, you can even give us a call, 419-279-8986. Listen to the prompts that'll tell you directly on who to go to. And other than that, we are taking advice. We are looking for individuals with unique styles of things. If you have something that you offer the world and the world is not really open to it, maybe it's just the delivery, and we would love to help teach you how to deliver those services and maybe teach others who might be interested. I like it very much so to be a personal interaction. So please reach out.
The Reliable Drug and Alcohol Testing Clinic is a leading provider and convenient source of pre-employment and occupational type testing. Their clinic provides services to a wide range of private businesses, healthcare facilities, and municipal and county courts. Reliable is an independent, locally owned clinic. As a result, they provide their services at a lower cost than the major hospitals, have faster turnaround times on test results, and eliminate the long waits typically incurred at these larger facilities. To learn more, visit reliabledrugtest.com. Making sure that individuals are reaching the goals they have set for themselves. That's one of the many goals of Assured Health Services. If you're looking for a residential care provider or searching for ADS services, Assured Health is your go-to place. Assured Health, helping others succeed. Learn more at assuredhealthohio.com or call 419-442-8066. THS Remote Supports is clearly focused on improving independent living through dynamic and personalized services. Their systems have been carefully developed and perfected to ensure that everyone receives the best care through the least intrusive means possible. Located in Cincinnati, Ohio, they've spent over 20 years providing in-home supports to individuals with disabilities. If you or someone you know is looking for a remote service provider, go to thsrss.com or call 513-882-9088.